Go. Hello friends, welcome to our Navodaya Academy. Dear friends, this is our Navodaya Academy, and friends, this is for GPSC, RTO, class 2 and 3. We have already introduced this Navodaya Academy in our earlier lesson, and we have also already started thermodynamics, friends. In thermodynamics, we have discussed about some terms such like there is two view of study thermodynamics. One is microscopic view and macroscopic views. Then friends, we have defined system, surrounding, friends, control volume, control surface, and system boundary. Friends, if you have not seen our first lecture, then for better understand this second lecture, you must have to see our first video. Now friends, in this lesson, we will learn more basic terms of thermodynamics, which is useful to understand our thermodynamics properly. So friends, we will start from our thermodynamic property, our thermodynamic cycle, thermodynamic process, thermodynamic state. Friends, we will discuss these basic terms now, and then friends, we will discuss many more terms. So friends, first of all, we will discuss about thermodynamic properties. Friends, we will discuss thermodynamic state, friends, process, friends, path of change of state, and friends, we will discuss about also cycle. We will take these all terms one by one. Let's start from thermodynamics properties. Dear friends, what is thermodynamic properties? It is characteristics. What it is this? It is characteristics which can be measured or observed. Friends, if any system have characteristics which can be measured or observed, then it is says that it is thermodynamic property of our system. For example, friends, temperature, which can be measured in Kelvin, is our thermodynamic property. Friends, pressure, which is measured in bar, friends, it is also thermodynamic property. Volume, which is measured in meter cube, friends, these all are the thermodynamic property. Now friends, what is state? We will define state now. Dear friends, this state is fixed at particular point. This state, friends, it is fixed property, or at any state the properties are fixed. And friends, this fixed properties state is called as our state, friends. So we can say that at any state our properties are fixed. Friends, if we are taking state 1, then it has pressure P1, volume V1, temperature T1. If taking state 2, then it has some pressure, volume, friends, and temperature. So friends, at any state our properties are fixed. Now friends, we will take path of change of state. Friends, what is path of change of state? Path of change of state. Dear friends, what happen here? If at least one of the property change, then there is change in state, friends. if at least one of the property change, then it is called as change of state. And friends, path followed during change of state is called as path of change of state, friends. Dear friends, if we will take PV diagram, here pressure, this is volume axis, friends. This is pressure, this is volume axis. Now friends, this is state 1, has pressure P1, volume V1, temperature T1. And friends, this is state 2, which has pressure P2, volume V2 and temperature T2. So friends, we are moving from state 1 to state 2. So friends, path followed during this change of state is called as path of change of state, friends. This is path of change of state. And friends, this is state 1 has properties, state 2 has some properties which is fixed. Now friends, it is all about path of change of state. Now we will take process. Dear friends, what is process? If path of change of state have purpose, friends, path of change of state have purpose, then it is called as process, friends. For example, constant pressure process, friends, constant volume process, friends, constant temperature process. All these have purpose such like constant pressure, constant volume, constant temperature. Then these all are called as process, friends. We will learn this from our pressure volume diagram. Here our pressure axis and this is our volume axis, friends. This is pressure and volume. This is process, friends, in which our pressure remain constant. So friends, here purpose is constant pressure and this process is called as constant pressure process. Similarly friends, this is another process in which volume remain constant. So friends, this is one and this is second. So second one is in this volume remain constant. So it is to make constant volume is our purpose and this is our constant volume process. So friends, it is all about our process. And friends, we have learned state, path of change of state, process, and we have also described thermodynamic property in detail. Now from this one topic remain, it is cycle, friends. Now we will discuss about cycle, friends. How we can define cycle? Dear friends, cycle means initial and final state is same. So friends, we can say is that number of process occurs in such a way that initial state and final state remain constant. It means initial state and final state is identical, then it is said as cycle. So friends, we can define that cycle as number of process in such a way that its initial state and final state are identical. So it is called as cycle, friends. We can learn cycle from PV diagram, friends. This is pressure and volume axis. Dear friends, this is state 1 has property P1, V1, T1. State 2 property P2, V2, T2, friends. We are moving from state 1 to 2 from process 1. This is process 1, friends, or we can say this is a process. And friends, again we reach our state 1 from process B. So friends, here our 1 to 2 and from 2 to 1 is cycle. Here the process are occur in such a way that initial state which is 1 and final state which is 1 is identical. So it is termed as cycle, friends. So friends, we have discussed this all terms in detail. Now friends, we will move to our next topic, which is about two types of properties. We will discuss about two types of properties. One is intensive property and another one is extensive property. So friends, two types of properties. Dear friends, first is intensive property and the second one is extensive properties. Now my friends, what is intensive property? Dear friends, it are those which is independent of mass. Friends, it does not depend on the mass, or we can say that the value of system and value of molecule for our intensive property remain same. Friends, we can understand this line from one example. Friends, this is our system. It has volume V1, pressure P1 and temperature T1. Friends, now friends, what we are doing, we are making this in two half. Friends, we are making two half, then its mass become also half. And friends, this pressure and temperature, friends, for all this system and friends for two half are same. So friends, this pressure and temperature does not depend on the mass. So friends, this pressure and temperature is intensive property. Now friends, what is extensive property? Dear friends, extensive properties are depends on mass. Or we can say that the value of properties of system and individual molecule are not same, or the value of properties of system is summation of value of properties of all molecules. Friends, if we are taking all molecule and their properties, then summation of these all properties become the value of property of our system. Then it is says that it is extensive property. Friends, dear friends, we are here taking one system and making its two half. Friends, what happen here? The volume, this volume become change. Friends, it is change for our system and it is change for our two half. So friends, volume become half here. So volume is depends on the mass, and friends, it is the summation of our properties of individual molecules for our whole system. So it is extensive property. Friends, all energies are also extensive property. How we can say that all energies are extensive property? Friends, kinetic energy, friends, is equal to half mv square, depend on the mass. Friends, potential energy mgh, depend on the mass. Friends, E is equal to mc square, depend on the mass. Friends, so all energies are our extensive property. And friends, density is intensive property. How friends? Density of this full system is same, and friends, if we making two half, then density of that two half is also remain same, because it is measured in per unit volume. So friends, it is our intensive property. Now friends, if we use specific term in front of extensive property, if we are saying that specific extensive property, it means extensive property per unit mass, then this become our intensive property. So friends, if we use specific terms in front of extensive property, then it become intensive property. Dear friends, specific means it is divided by mass, friends. So it is divided by mass, then it become independent of mass, and it is independent of mass, so it become intensive property. So friends, specific volume, specific energy, all are the intensive properties. So friends, this is the basic difference between intensive and extensive property we have discussed here, friends. Now friends, we will move to next topic, which is types of system on the basis of phase. Friends, if there is change in phase during the transfer of energy between system to surrounding, then it is called as heterogeneous system. And if there is no change in phase during transfer of energy between system to surrounding, then it is called as homogeneous system. So friends, on the basis of change in phase, we can define our system in two parts. One is, friends, it is types of system. One is homogeneous, and second one is, friends, heterogeneous. So friends, what is homogeneous? What is homogeneous system, friends? During transfer of energy, there is no change in phase, friends. If no change in phase during transfer of energy, then it is called as homogeneous system. If, friends, there is change in phase during transfer of energy, then it is called as our heterogeneous system. So friends, this is two types of system and we have discussed here. Now friends, we will move to our next topic, friends, which is thermodynamic equilibrium. Friends, what is thermodynamic equilibrium? In thermodynamic equilibrium, we can say is that there is no transfer of energy between system and surrounding. Thermodynamic equilibrium. Friends, thermodynamic equilibrium is different and thermal equilibrium, it is also different, friends. We will learn what is the difference between this here, friends. So friends, what is thermodynamic equilibrium? There is no transfer of energy between system and surrounding, or no loss of energy between system and surrounding. Dear friends, to exist thermodynamic equilibrium, it must be required to exist thermal equilibrium, mechanical equilibrium, and friends, third one is chemical equilibrium. Now friends, we learned that there is no transfer of energy between system and surrounding, then it is called as thermodynamic equilibrium. Now friends, what is thermal equilibrium? In this, there is no transfer of heat friends. Here there is no transfer of heat only. Here there is no transfer of energy, any form of energy, and heat is only one form of energy. So there is no transfer of heat, or friends we can say that no temperature difference between system and surrounding. So friends, if there is no temperature difference, there is no transfer of heat, and it is says that our system exists in thermal equilibrium. Now friends, what is mechanical equilibrium? In this, we says that there is no transfer of work friends. If there is no transfer of work, then our system is in mechanical equilibrium. And friends, for transfer of work, pressure difference is driving force. So friends, here pressure difference is 0. So there is no transfer of work, and we say that our system exists in mechanical equilibrium. Now friends, what is chemical equilibrium? If there is absence of chemical reaction between system and surrounding, then it is says that our system exists in chemical equilibrium. So friends, this is three types of equilibrium. If these three all are exist, then our system is in thermodynamic equilibrium. Dear friends, any of this is not exist, then our system is said to be in non-thermodynamic equilibrium. Friends, in non-thermodynamic equilibrium, it may be possible that our thermal equilibrium not exist, or both of this is not exist, or any of this is not exist. So it says that non-thermodynamic equilibrium. So friends, this is all about our thermodynamic equilibrium. Now friends, we will move to our next topic, which is quasi-static process. Dear friends, all of you are familiar with quasi-static process. Our quasi-static process is also says that it is reversible process friends. So we can say that we can how define our quasi-static process? Quasi-static process. Dear friends, if any process completed within infinite slow rate, its rate is very slow, or we can say that infinite slow rate, or it can take lots of time friends, lots of time or infinite time, then it is says that it exists quasi-static process. Now friends, we can also say that in quasi-static process there is no loss of energy, no loss of energy. If there is no loss of energy, then it is also says that it is quasi-static process. And friends, we can say that quasi-static process is also reversible process. Dear friends, here quasi means almost and static means stationary. So friends, we can understand from its meaning that almost stationary. So friends, our quasi-static process is reversible process. There is no loss of energy, and it is completed in infinite slow rate. So friends, it is all about our quasi-static process. Now friends, we will discuss about energy interactions. Dear friends, there are two types of energy interactions. First of all, two types of energy interaction. There is transfer of energy between system and surrounding in two way. First is heat transfer, friends, and the second is work transfer. So dear friends, what is heat transfer? We can say that, friends, heat transfer occurs due to difference in temperature between system and surrounding. If there is difference in temperature between system and surrounding, then there is transfer of heat from higher temperature to lower temperature. Now friends, you can say that how heat transfer can possible. So he says that in three way, friends. There is three mode of transfer of heat. Friends, first is conduction, second one is convection, third one is, friends, our radiation. So friends, you can say that what is conduction? Then friends, it is transfer of heat due to molecular collision. Molecular collision, and generally it occurs in solids, friends. If there is transfer of heat due to molecular collision and it is in solid, then it is says that conduction. Now friends, what is convection? Friends, we use medium to transfer heat between system and surrounding, and friends, this generally medium is fluid medium, or we can say liquid. So friends, if fluid or liquid medium is used to transfer heat between system and surrounding, then it is called as convection. And now friends, what is radiation? Dear friends, if any body have a very huge temperature, huge amount of temperature, then it radiate energy in the form of wave, and friends, this phenomena is called as radiation. So friends, it radiate energy in the form of wave, and friends, this is called as radiation. So friends, this is generally three mode of transfer of heat. Now friends, there are generally three types of heat, friends. We will discuss three types of heat here, friends. You have already listened the name of transfer of heat. Now there is three types of heat, friends. First is latent heat. Latent heat, friends. Second one is sensible heat, and third one is, friends, specific heat. Dear friends, what is latent heat? Friends, heat required to change the phase of substance. If amount of heat required to change the phase of substance, then that heat is called as latent heat. Dear friends, there is four types of latent heat. We can discuss here, friends. First is latent heat of fusion, friends. What happen in fusion? Solid get converted into liquid at constant temperature and pressure. Friends, during latent heat, the pressure and the temperature remain constant, friends. Temperature and pressure is constant. First one is latent heat of fusion. Solid get converted into liquid Second one is friends latent heat of vaporization. Our liquid get converted into vapor or gases. So friends, heat associated with it is called as latent heat of vaporization. Third one is friends latent heat of sublimation. In sublimation, our solid get converted into gases or vapor. This is our sublimation process. Now friends, heat associated with it is called as latent heat of sublimation. And now last one is latent heat of ebullition. Ebullition is the reverse process of sublimation. In this, our gas or vapor get converted into solid, and heat associated with it is called as latent heat of ebullition. And friends, this occurs at constant temperature in the process. So friends, these are the 4 types of our latent heat. And now friends, the second types of our heat is sensible heat. So friends, if there is change in the temperature of our substance and heat required to change that our temperature of substance is called as sensible heat. So friends, heat required for change the temperature of substance. And friends, this is just our change in temperature, and it is called as sensible heat. Now third one is specific heat. Dear friends, what is specific heat? Heat required to change unit degree of temperature of substance having unit mass. Friends, if any substance have 1 kg mass, then heat required to change its 1 degree Celsius is called as specific heat. Friends, we know that Q is equal to mc dt. Dear friends, if we take mass 1 kg, C is our heat, specific heat constant, and dt is change in temperature is 1 degree Celsius, then Q becomes equal to C. And friends, this is our specific heat, and we can say that it is for 1 kg there is change in 1 degree Celsius temperature, and heat associated with it is called as specific heat. Now friends, specific heat for different substance is different. For example, we will take for air. Friends, for air Cp, or we can say that specific heat at constant pressure is 1.004 kilojoule kg Kelvin. Friends, Cv, specific heat at constant volume for our air is 0.704 kilojoule kg Kelvin. Now friends, for water its value is Cw is equal to 4.18 kilojoule kg Kelvin. So friends, you must have to keep this in mind, because directly questions asked from here. And friends, we know that Cp upon Cv is equal to gamma adiabatic constant Cp upon Cv. Friends, its value generally 1.4 for our air. So friends, you have to focus and you have to keep in mind these 3 value. It is useful in numericals and directly questions asked from here. So this is all about, friends, our heat interaction, and we have also seen the 3 types of heat. Now friends, we will take our second energy interaction, which is work transfer. Dear friends, what is work transfer? As I already says that work is due to transfer of work is due to difference in pressure between our system and surrounding. So friends, second one is work transfer. What is work transfer? Friends, it is due to difference in pressure between system and surrounding. And friends, how we can derive the equation for work transfer? Friends, we will take our PdV equation for closed system. Friends, closed system means there is only transfer of energy, there is no transfer of mass. So friends, we are taking closed system and we are deriving the equation for this closed system. Work transfer occurs due to closed system. So friends, what we are doing here, this is our cylinder and piston assembly. Friends, this is cylinder and this is our piston. Friends, this is initial condition of our piston cylinder assembly. It has pressure P1, volume V1. Now friends, what happened, we are applying F amount of force on our piston, and then its final condition is pressure 2, volume 2. And friends, there is change in position of piston is dx amount. So friends, what happened, we know that work done on system is equal to force into displacement. Friends, it is equal to F dx. So friends, if what here doing we are dividing by A and multiplying by A is area of cross section. Friends, force upon area become pressure and this become volume. So friends, here work done on system become PdV. This is our PdV equation. Friends, and this is very useful. Friends, and for friends constant pressure, this is for our small amount. If we take full process, then we will integrate it from 1 to 2 dV. Friends, here pressure is constant. For constant pressure process, it become P V2 minus V1. So friends, W is equal to P V2 minus V1 for our closed system, and this is the PdV equation and work interaction for our closed system. Now friends, we will take sign convention for work transfer and heat transfer. How sign conventions are used in thermodynamics for our heat transfer and work transfer, we will see here. First we will take heat transfer. Friends, heat transfer. Here friends, work transfer. What happened here friends, we are taking one system here. This is our system. If we are supplying heat to it, friends, heat is supply here, then it is taken as positive. If our system reject heat outside the surrounding, then heat rejected is taken as negative. Friends, heat is low grade energy, and by using it we make it high grade energy, or work is we get a work and it is high grade energy. So friends, here we are using our low grade energy, so it is taken as positive. And friends, what happened here, our this energy get rejected to surrounding, it become wasted here, so it is taken as negative. Now friends, similarly for work transfer, this is our system. If we are supply work to our system, then it is taken as negative. It is opposite of our heat transfer. And friends, our system give us work, then it is says that it is positive work. So friends, here positive work we will use its applications, and here we are supplying work, so here we are converting our high grade energy into degradation or low grade energy. So here it is negative phenomena, so it is negative, and here we are getting work, we are getting our high grade energy, so it is positive phenomena. Now friends, generally heat transfer is denoted by Q and our work transfer is denoted by W. So friends, it is all about heat transfer and the work transfer. Now friends, the last concept remains of today's lecture is point function and path function. We will differentiate point function and path function now. How we can differentiate it, we will see here. Dear friends, there is two types of function. One is path function and the second one is point function. What is path function, friends? It is the function which depend on the path followed by system. Friends, which is depend on the path followed by system, then it is called as path function. And friends, which is not depend by path followed by system, which is depend on initial and final state, which is depend on initial and final state, then it is called as point function. Friends, what is the example of path function? We can say that heat transfer, friends, Q, work transfer, W. These all are the path function. And friends, what is the example of point function? All thermodynamic property, pressure, volume, temperature, all thermodynamic properties are point function. Now friends, this path function is also called as inexact differential. It is says that inexact differential, or friends, it means we can write it as Q1 to 2 or W1 to 2. We cannot write it as Q1 minus Q2 or W1 minus W2. And friends, our point functions are exact differential. We can write as dP is equal to P1 minus P2 or dV is equal to V2 minus V1. We can easily differentiate it, and this is not easily differentiate, or it is says that it is inexact differential. Now friends, this is all about path function and point function. Now we will take one more concept here. It is about integrating factor, friends. We will discuss about integrating factor here. What is the integrating factor? I will tell you. Friends, generally integrating factor is used to convert our inexact differential into exact differential. So friends, by using integrating factor, we can convert inexact differential into exact differential. Friends, as we know that transfer of work is inexact differential, and we know that it is P into dV. We have already derived this. Friends, if we will multiply this W by 1 upon P, friends, it is inexact. We know that it is inexact. And here dV is exact. Friends, if we multiply this W by 1 upon P, friends, then this become equals to dV. So friends, dV is exact and this is converted into exact differential. So friends, a factor which multiply with inexact differential and convert it into exact differential, so it is called as integrating factor. So friends, 1 upon p is integrating factor for our work transfer. Now friends, similarly we can say that here we know the equation Q is equal to TdS. Our transfer of heat is inexact differentiation, but change in entropy is exact differentiation. So friends, this T goes under Q. Q upon T is equal to ds. So friends, this is exact, so this term also become exact. So by multiplying Q with 1 upon T, it converted into exact. So 1 upon T is exact difference, 1 upon T is integrating factor for our transfer of heat. Now friends, we will discuss about point function and path function by PV diagram. How it depend on path, or how our properties does not depend on the path, we will discuss here. Then we will stop our lectures. Friends, here our pressure and volume axis. This is pressure friends, this is volume axis. This is state 1, has properties pressure 1, volume 1, temperature 1. State 2 has properties pressure 2, volume 2, temperature 2. Friends, from 1 to 2 we are moving through path A. This is our path A friends. And friends, by using another path we are also reaching to state 2. This is path B. So friends, we know that our work transfer is equal to P into dV, or we can say that area under PV diagram is said to be a work transfer. So friends, area under this diagram, this friends, and friends, if we are changing the path, then this area also become change. And friends, for path B the area is this. So friends, area is change, so work transfer's value is also change. So we can say that work transfer is our path function. And friends, our pressure, volume, temperature, all thermodynamic properties are depend on initial and final state. Similarly friends, if we are taking temperature and entropy, then friends, this is state 1 has pressure 1, volume 1 and temperature 1. State 2 has pressure 2, temperature 2 and volume 2 friends. If we are moving from state 1 to 2 from this A path, and friends, we are also using path B to reach our second state. Friends, we know that Q is equal to TdS. We will learn this in our next lectures friends. We will learn in entropy concept this. Friends, this general equation used for entropy. Friends, what happened here? The area under temperature and entropy is says that it is transfer of heat. So friends, for our process A, it is our denoted by this blue marker, and for process B friends, it is denoted by this red marker. So friends, these both area are different. So friends, by changing the path, the transfer of heat is also changed. There is change in the value of transfer of heat. So friends, we can say that transfer of heat is path function. It depends on the path of the system followed. So friends, today's lecture is completed here. Thank you friends. Thank you very much for your watching.